Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is Longer James. You can come on, and we're going to be going over the Walking Dead Our World. Um, Sorry I haven't made a video in a couple days, but without further ado, let's get into the topic today. I'm going to be going over a couple tips and explain each and every one of them. So first of all, I want to talk about the bundles. If you guys are getting into this game, you might want to know what to buy or what not to buy and when to buy them. So let's go into that. Let's go in the shop. Some of the bundles are extremely expensive, specifically the legendary bundles. I accidentally bought the legendary Daryl bundle. I did manage to get a refund through Google Play really quickly after I accidentally got it, luckily. So the one good thing about bundles in this game is they can give you a lot of coins immediately, but they're really expensive. Coins are kind of hard to get in this game until you get one of the buildings, specifically the trading post one, which gives you coins for each survivor you bring there. And the higher the level the building is, you can get a lot more coins from it. So the best bundles to buy. If you're looking for straight value, one of the best ones are the level up boxes. If you're just looking to spend a couple like $3 or $5, these ones give you a lot of coins. They give you a lot of useful items like med kits and grenades, and lots of energy. So only really buy this kit if you are needing all of those items, like you ran out of energy, you're playing a lot, you used up all your grenades, your med kits, or something like that, and you want to, just automatically fill up stuff without trying to find a lot of the boxes that are around to get more energy and items, and you can just get it immediately and continue playing. The other bonus about this is that you get gold from them, and you also get a bunch of cards, and the coin that you get for the price is really good. I would avoid getting any of the specific character cards like the Rick bundle or the Glenn bundle, or there was also a Carol, Maggie Reed bundle, and the legendary Daryl bundle, which I accidentally bought. I don't recommend those because, one, they're really expensive for the legendary ones, as well as the number of coins that they give you isn't that much. This one does give you a lot of gold, which could get you a lot of the leader packs, which I recommend getting the leader 7 pack actually, if you're willing to spend up into the $50 or $100 range. I recommend the leader packs because they give you a lot of coin, as well as you can get your legendary cards that way. And you don't only just get the legendary hero cards, you can probably get the legendary weapon cards. And I think as a player, putting the legendary power in your hands versus in an AI's hand, like having a legendary hero as opposed to a legendary weapon, I think the legendary weapon is a lot more beneficial, especially if you're really good at aiming, than having the weapon in your hands rather than the hero being the one attacking is a lot better. So with that being said, I recommend only buying packs that give you legendaries and stuff like that the moment when you unlock the legendary weapon that you actually want. So if you just want the legendary pistol, go ahead buy the legendary the leader pack when you unlock it, instead of if you unlock all the legendary weapons, because then one of the weapons that I find the least useful in this game are the SMGs, just because they spray too much when they burst. So the pistol's the most useful in this game, as well as the assault rifle. So I'm going to, if I was going to buy the leader pack, I'm going to wait until I get to level 13 so I can have a chance to get that legendary assault rifle. as well as getting the legendary snipers. The snipers in this game are the best for raider quests, and they're also useful against the armored zombies in this game. The other most useful guys are the assault rifle guys. They're also useful for the raider battles, as well as killing the fat zombies. But they're also good at killing weak guys really quickly if you're legendary, or if they're high enough level, then they can take out multiple guys, as opposed to melee person, where if they, like, no matter how high you level them, their damage is gonna just, like, if they're overkilling one guy with one hit, their attack speed is still the same. But if you make the assault rifle person's attack damage really high, like, each single bullet will be killing like several different zombies, so then they'll just like fire like one burst and then they can kill like 3 zombies. So that's one reason why to prioritize having the more automatic weapon type guys. The submachine gun and handgun heroes are also pretty good in this game for your regular standard missions, like the rescue missions and stuff like that. But for raiders, I really suggest getting the snipers or assault rifle type heroes. Alright, next topic is challenges. So weekly challenges, when you get in a group, there are these little packs, the medium, heavy, and light pack. So to get those, you can see that quest number 2 and 13 are highlighted. That means those are the quests you need to open the pack. For the medium pack, I need to do quest number 14, and for the heavy pack, I need to do 13, 14, and 25. So imagine a kind of like cross or a plus sign that goes over the pack, so it just goes straight horizontally and straight vertically. Those are the quests that will complete, that you need to complete in order to get those packages. And if you want to complete the weekly tier challenge, you have to go ahead and, of course, complete every single one of the challenges over the board. We only have 14 hours left. We're almost done with the second part of tier 3 bronze. Hopefully we can get through at least this part so we can get the reward. Yeah. One of the tips that I want to go into for gameplay is, let's see, rescue missions. So for a lot of missions, particularly the rescue missions, which are the most useful, if you see this where the zombies are all clustered together really close to the survivor, it's really useful to throw a grenade at them in the beginning, wait for it to explode, or very close to the time it's about to explode, and then start shooting. But if the zombies are kind of split up, which sometimes has happened where a bunch of them are clustered up near you and your hero in the start, and then also near the survivor, if hopefully you're high enough level to the point where you can quickly clear out the ones that are closer to you and your hero, and that way your hero can go and, specifically if you have a melee hero, they can go up and help clear out the zombies that are on the survivor. But if you try to target all the zombies on the survivor first, your hero will start getting attacked, because if they can't handle it by themselves, then they'll get attacked, and then they're not helping you clear out zombies faster. So it's usually more helpful to help your hero first, and then they can help you save the survivor. Yeah. So let's throw a grenade first, clear out most of the zombies, and then we can mow down the rest of them. The survivors can last a pretty long time, so you don't have to worry too much, which is why I said to save your hero first if they need help, and then after that, then rescue the survivor. Always, when doing challenges with your group, it's important to communicate with them. whoever your leader or co-leaders are, or even yourself, if no one's doing this, go ahead, communicate with your group, tell them, what to focus, what you're going to be doing. Like some of these quests where it says one group member has to do this. So it doesn't matter if two people are doing it, whoever just completes it first does it. Just tell one person, like, okay, you focus on this, and everyone else will do, like, the other thing. So, like, Quill is, I'm probably going to finish this one first. So I would tell Quill, instead of using your 24 survivors for this, she could have been putting all her survivors into the rescue post, which would have given her more coins and would have gotten us closer to finishing the challenge for this board for the second part of Tier 3 Bronze. I could build this pretty easily, which would finish it, but we don't really need it to unlock any of the 3 packs, and we only have 14 hours left. It's already pretty late. I won't be able to play for like another 8 hours because I got work pretty soon in like about half an hour. So I think our group would be able to finish this, but yeah, so you'd want to tell your group specifically to focus on certain quests, especially when you're hitting this deadline where you got like less than 24 days left. Remind them like, oh, this is what we need to do. Make sure you get this done. That will help your group immensely. Just having direction and knowing what to do. So you can check your enemies. You can see which one is super effective against the zombies. There's 2 indicators. You can see in the left under enemies, that slow looking zombie that's hunched over has a person icon with a up arrow on it. That means your hero is super effective against it. You can also see in the bottom right corner where Michonne is, her little sword icon has 2 little up bracket things, or greater than signs or whatever. And that also tells you it's super effective against something. But then, the left side tells you that it's effective specifically for the slow walkers. You can see that in your weapon menu, they also have the plus signs, and you can tell that that they're going to be super effective against some type of enemy in the battle or in the counter. And as you can see, there's the little gun symbol with the up arrow pointing at the running zombie. That's what the pistols are super effective against. All the weapons have their own enemy that they're super effective against. There's these spiky zombies. I've never seen any of these spiky zombies yet, so I don't recommend upgrading the SMG until you start encountering them, which is probably a much later state of the game. So don't really power up any of the submachine guns until you hit that later stage, which maybe you'll end up finding the legendary submachine gun at that point, so then you won't have to spend your coins on the lower tier submachine guns. However, I do want to point out that a lot of the weekly group challenges require you to use like, I'm assuming like all tiers of rarities of guns or weapons. So this one uses the rare or blue assault rifles. This one uses the rare pistol. This one uses the rare shotgun, and this one uses the rare submachine gun. But when our group challenges were back in Bronze 1 or Bronze 2, we were doing quests that required us to use our common weapons. So you will likely be upgrading all different types of weapons and all different types of rarities of guns. And this is what I suggest to do in a group that wants to play efficiently. So, like I said before, you can split up your challenges between each of your teammates. There can be 25 people in your group, so maybe have a couple or a few, like 2, 3, maybe 4 people are specialized in handguns, 4 or 5 people specialize in submachine guns, 4 or 5 people specialize in shotguns, 4 or 5 people specialize in submachine guns, and then have those people do those quests so that you can complete those quests. And all that way, it makes it so that everybody's not spending their coins on all different types of weapons, like spreading out their resources. And also, saving low-leveled cards are good. So this old guy, George Aoki, I would leave him at a low level because sometimes there are these journal entry quests that tell you to level up cards a certain amount of times, and then I could use those low level cards to just spend a little bit of coins to complete that quest and get it out of the way quickly, as opposed to if I already upgraded all my cards right away and I have no more, like everything's already upgraded and I have to go find more cards to go upgrade them, I will not be able to do that quest. So save up some of your cards, don't upgrade everything to the max as soon as you possibly can, hold some of them back, only upgrade them basically as far as you need to. The weapons and cards that I would upgrade right away as soon as possible are the assault rifles, maybe the handguns. But yeah, like I said, for the automatic weapons, the stronger you make them, the faster you can knock out enemies. If you can one-shot all of the regular zombies with your assault rifle with every single bullet, as opposed to like 3-4 headshots, that's really, really good. Especially with the assault rifle having a 30 capacity magazines. In terms of the common heroes, they're also really easy to save up. The only common heroes that I would recommend upgrading are the melee hero, maybe the submachine gun and the assault rifle hero. And those ones, the submachine gun and assault rifle hero, would be for raiding purposes. The melee hero would be good for if your main rare ones like Michonne and Carol, which are often used in the group challenges quests for you to complete, if they get hurt, or maybe you're just trying to clear other zombies and you don't even want to risk getting them hurt because then you'll have to have the healing wait timer, use the common hero, melee hero, or any of the other gun heroes that aren't in the group challenges. And then later when you find an encounter that requires Carol or Michonne to kill armored walkers or something, that they are ready to go for those missions. While we're on the topic of the cards, I would like to explain one of the fastest way to level up is by upgrading your cards. They give you experience when you level up your cards. And the least expensive way to level up, so the most experience you can get per your coins for leveling up cards, comes from common cards. So if you just want to level up quickly, upgrade a lot of your common cards, but still keep in mind, save maybe like 2 or 3 low-leveled common cards just for those level up card journal quests to clear those out really well. When you get snipers, they say that they're supposed to be used for raiding. I find them very, very ineffective even after powering them up a couple times. At least for the common one, don't upgrade it. For the rare sniper that you get, it is used in some of the weekly challenges to do headshots. So I upgraded that one a few times just to kill zombies, but I still wouldn't use it in raider quests just because of the fact that it only has one ammo capacity magazine, and then it has to reload for a second and a half. It just takes way too long. So I wouldn't use it. for raiders, I really recommend using the assault rifle, pinning down enemies. And we have a raider quest right here, so I'll just show you guys what it's like doing that. I kind of wish I paired this up more, but I don't want to spend the coins because after I bought the legendary Daryl bundle, I got it refunded. It had 18,000 coins in it. I spent some of the coins to upgrade my coin capacity to above 18,000, so now it's at 20,000. I'm trying to get more coins back, so if you know, the people who made The Walking Dead Our World, I think it's Next Games, if they decide to remove those items from my account, I want to have the full amount of coins, so you know they don't have any problems with me like that. So let's go into the raider fight. So that's that's the reason why I'm not upgrading my assault rifle, because I don't want to spend the coins yet until I actually have some, so I don't feel like I'm in debt or whatever. So you just tap around, make these guys kind of like you know, hide, and then your sniper teammates can go ahead and take them out. I actually got one of the legendary Daryl cards from one of my group challenge quests. I think it was when we finished the tier 3 first of the 3 pages. I got a legendary Daryl card. So hopefully I hope that they don't remove all of my Daryl cards, because I did get that one on my own without buying it, as well as a couple other items I got on my own. One other thing to note about when you look at these menu pages, in the top right corner of the weapons like the shotgun, the blue assault rifle, and the pistol, you can see that they have some kind of like little star with a downwards arch thing. That is for the daily challenges. You can see it has the same symbol. So you can see here that I need the assault rifle, the jackhammer, the falcon pistol. So yeah, and then somebody already finished the SMG quest. So yeah, so make sure you're always just quickly looking around for something you need. If they have the challenge thing on them, make sure you're using them. I'm gonna go ahead and use a healing kit on this guy, just so I don't have to wait the 2 or 3 minutes, and then we can go ahead and use him for the quest. And then when you're fighting zombies with characters that are like snipers or other characters that shoot or hit really slowly, like melee characters, but they hit really hard, what you want to do is you want to attack one enemy until it's dead, or weaken it to the point that your hero can deal the finishing blow, but make sure that you're not like over damaging it, because then you're just wasting ammo if your hero's going to take care of it, and just move on to damaging or killing the next zombie, so that your hero has time to, you know, set up their next attack or have their next attack cooldown refresh. So if there's like 3 zombies coming in a group towards you and your hero, let your hero take care of one of them. You could kill the middle one, and then your hero could get ready and strike down the third one. You know, take turns like that. Make the most use out of your hero's attacks, so that they're attacking as quickly as they can, but also make sure that at the same time your hero's not getting pushed back and swarmed by too many zombies. Make sure they can handle it. Yeah, but at the same time, you don't have to worry about just like completely clearing a path and just mowing down everything right in front of them, especially when you're doing the survival the survivor rescue missions. Make sure that you're also killing and clearing out walkers that are trying to get to the survivor as well at the same time. If you're having difficulties, always just use a couple grenades don't worry about it. You can usually easily find them around in the boxes. You can already see that there's 2 boxes here just in my neighborhood. There's a third one right over there. There's another one slightly past that, up in that like dead end zone. And then like further past that warehouse, there's like another box over there. So there's a lot of things usually around in this game. There's a park near my neighborhood that goes like up towards there in the back, in the far back. And then there over there, there's like a bundle of like 3 to 5 boxes, like all like really clustered close together. So in this game, you don't have to worry too much about grenades and medkits. The highest thing I would worry about and keep an eye out for is your coins. Make sure the things you're choosing to upgrade are very important and that you're using quite often, and your energy. Energy isn't too common in boxes. There's one item or one card that helps with that. It is one of the perks, and the perk is this rare cat thing. It has a chance of doubling your reward from supply crates, so sometimes it can double your energy, and if you're lucky, the base amount of energy that you get from the box is like 3, 5, or 7, and then if it doubles that, whoa, you get a lot of energy. There were one times where I got one of the, there's different rarity of supply crates. I got like a blue crate and it like doubled all of it. I had like 5 and a 7 pack of energy in there, so I basically got 24 energy from that box and a bunch of coins. So that little junk cat thing is a really good card. I wouldn't necessarily, well, with my predicament of me having to return 18,000 coins, I'm not going to upgrade the junk cat right now, even though I have the cards to do it. Yeah. And then, and if you're focusing on challenges, which you kind of should be in this game, energy should be focused on just looking around, finding those specific quests, completion encounters with the specific the zombies that you need to go hunt down, like the special ones, the fat ones, or the armored ones. One hint about, or tip about the buildings. The higher level the building, the more cards you get. So not only the rarity goes up, but also the number of cards you get per survivor that you turn into the location. And in the case of the trading one, that you get more coins per survivor you trade in. So at my level 1 armory per se, if I turned in 1 survivor, I would probably get like 2 or 3 cards, and likely they would be common cards. Whereas suppose if I turn in 1 survivor to the armory here, I would probably get like 9 cards now at level 4. One of the things to also mention about survivors is the survivor encounters that you do. It does not matter what level they are. If you're rescuing a level 1 survivor versus a level 7 survivor encounter, when you turn them into the buildings, the reward is only based on the reward building. Does not matter, at what level you saved the survivor. But the only thing that matters about when finding survivors that have higher levels is usually they're guarded by the more special zombies, which you're looking for when completing challenges. So one of the other things about buildings... Oh, what happened? One of the other things about buildings in this game is that they all have 10-day timers, as far as I'm concerned, with the levels that I've seen. I've only gone up to level 6. Some of my group members went up to 10, but we haven't discussed any of the details about what happens when you get to that high of a level. But they always have a 10-day reset period or despawn period, and you can always reset those by leveling up the building by supplying enough survivors, or also spending gold to buy the upgrade for that. I don't know why it's not reloading. Need some more. So, if you're having multiple structures around you, specifically that are yours, and you don't want them to disappear, split up the times when you upgrade buildings. So maybe use 2 or 3 days to upgrade, a warehouse, 2 days to upgrade your armory, 2 days to upgrade your what's the other building called? The shelter. Use like a couple of days to upgrade the shelter. Use a couple of days to upgrade the trading market, if you have one. The trading market is the rarest one to get, so if you have one, definitely keep that one up. Do not let that one despawn. Don't forget to upgrade it. The two most common ones are the shelter and the armory. I'm always constantly at max capacity of their building materials, so I had to just like kind of throw away an armory just because I had too many building components. And then shelters are also, I'm constantly at max capacity. You don't really need those. Warehouses are kind of uncommon, but nowhere near as rare as the trading post. As you see, I already built a warehouse, and then the next warehouse, I still have 19 tokens left over, so I almost hit max with that one if I didn't build the warehouse. But the trading post, I still don't even have one, and I only have 8 tokens. So unfortunately, the only way to get tokens so far as I'm concerned is by doing the infestations. But infestations cost the most amount of energy. But if you're specifically looking for building parts, I would say just do the regular infestations. Don't worry about trying to find the rare or epic or legendary. I'm not sure if there's actually legendary ones, but I've seen epic infestations. The rare and epic infestations, or any encounter, uses an increased amount of energy, and for the infestations also require you to battle them more times. So a regular infestation requires 3 energy per battle, and it requires 3 battles to clear out the infestation. But a rare infestation, I believe, costs you 4 energy per battle, and there are 4 encounters in the rare infestation. And with the epic one, which I've tried to clear, and I've cleared 1 epic infestation, it costs you 5 energy per battle, and there are 5 stages, so total of 25 energy. So as you can see, it gets pretty costly to do those, and I would say some of the rewards or the amount of rewards you get aren't that great. Maybe it was just because the level of the epic infestation I cleared out wasn't that high, and maybe that was why I didn't get that many cards. For the normal encounters, like the zombie ones, that's not the survivors, the higher level it is, the more cards you get. So a level 5 encounter will give you 5 cards. It will usually, so far as I've seen it, is they give you 2 different cards, and then they'll split the 5 cards among those 2 different cards. So like you could get like 2 different heroes, and then you'll get like 2 of one hero and then like 3 of another one. And then if you're doing like a level 9 encounter, you'll get 9 cards again, split usually between the 2 different cards. So doing the higher level ones of those are important, but not for the survivors. The survivor, the level isn't as important. One thing to note for rarity encounters, they also use increased amount of energy. Normal encounters, the common ones, only cost 1 per encounter or save survivor event, and then rare ones cost 3. At first, I thought doing the rare encounters were good because I didn't notice the energy cost, but actually, because it costs 3 times the amount, some of the doing the survivor quests, rescue survivor quests, are not worth it, because usually they only have 2 survivors to save in them. Sometimes they have 3, but even when that happens, it is way more risky to do that, because sometimes you can't save all 3. So it is not worth spending 3 energy to usually only get 1 or 2 survivors. So I do not recommend doing the rare rescue survivor encounters or higher of that, unless you are very, very sure you can rescue all the survivors. But even then, you only get like 2 survivors most of the time. That's just my alarm for I have work soon. So I do not recommend doing the rare or epic, or if there's a legendary encounter, do not do those for survivors. If they do have them for the regular zombie encounters, you may want to do them to get really good heroes or weapon cards, or maybe even perks. I've seen a few perk cards from the regular encounters, but usually most of the time they just give you hero cards and kind of uncommon weapon cards, but more rare, so the perk cards. One of my friends dropped off a flare. Flares are pretty cool in this game. You get to teleport to them. You get to interact with all of the things around them. So if they have a really high level trading post, I get to get a good amount of coins from them. You can see all my group mates actively putting in survivors in there, so that's really awesome of them. And as well as I can go ahead and clear out some of these things. So when your teammate drops a flare, or your group mate drops a flare, you cannot move around while that happens. So wherever they put their flare down, that's all you can interact with whatever's there. So make sure your group mates drop a flare in a place that has a lot of things to do for everyone to interact with. So if there's many of these boxes or lots of these infestations to clear out, that's a good spot. Or maybe even in the middle of where people can interact with the rescue survivor quests. Alright, we're going to be doing this one for a couple of the quests. I'm going to be stopping the video probably roughly around the 40 or 45 minute mark, simply because I have to work soon. But I wanted to get as much information and tips to you guys as possible. So you can see I got 3 cards, as I was explaining before. You get 3 cards from for one card, and 4 cards for another different type of card, and that was from a level 7 encounter. One of the best way to get coins in this game, other than the trading post, if you have it, are doing infestations or doing raids. Most of the time, I think when you're in the starting levels, you only get about like 20 coins per infected, or per like infestation clear. And then after you get higher in the levels, I think it's like after level 5 infestations, then you start getting 25 per wave. Oh man, couldn't beat it. I still need to use my pistol, so let's go ahead and do that. It will be more super effective against the running zombies. Oh man, that was really close. Daryl went down again. Alright, but we made it. Got another warehouse coin, some good rare pistols. Oh yeah, you get one of the tips is to save these. There are two different types of tokens. There are the power-up tokens for weapons, and then there are also power-up tokens for heroes, or training tokens. Each hero has their own different, each hero and weapon have their own different set of upgrades. They're not shared between weapon classes or anything like that, as well as higher tier weapons also get more of these weapon mods or hero talents. So even though I have, say, let's see, where can I find two of these melee heroes. They're both exactly the same level. They have exactly the same stats, same power, damage, and health. The only thing different between them are the type of hero talents or hero talents that they can have. So Carol's really good at saving people with her talents. They let survivors struggle for a lot longer. Michonne is a little bit more balanced. She likes killing more enemies, and she's better at wrestling against zombies herself. But she doesn't help she's more defensive for herself. So if zombies are trying to take her down, she's the last line of defense against you between the zombies. She will struggle longer for you to take them down before they start reaching you. So if that's something you're looking for, more defensive, then go for that. Right. And then you can just return from quest. I feel like I'm missing something. There are you can have multiple travels at the same time, but I would recommend that you and your group space out your flares. Flares are kind of rare to get. The one tip that I wanted to talk about was specifically for raiding and using your first aid kits. So inside raids, you have the ability to use medkits to heal your guys mid-combat, unless the raid level is really high and you're not going to be able to complete it without healing your guys. I would suggest that you do not use your healing kits mid-battle, because once you leave and they have their really high timers, at least if you win or lose, you can reset you can bring 4 heroes into the raid. If all 4 of them get hurt, you can reset all of their healing times with just 1 med kit. So you can heal 4 guys with 1 med kit. That's really useful, and a really good use of. So let's just go through these last few quests before I gotta go. I'm hoping that all these tips help you guys out. Hopefully this helps you survive, save more survivors out there, and also helps you get a lot of coins. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like the video, like, share, subscribe. If you're not subscribed already, if you want to see more videos from me, hit the little bell for notifications. I'm trying to make a more steady video content of videos every day or videos every other day, but right now I've been dealing with a bunch of stuff with work, trying to set a new sleeping schedule for myself, as well as I which is one of the good news, is I finally got a new laptop after my old laptop broke. So hopefully I'll be streaming again soon. And if you guys didn't like my videos, leave a comment with constructive criticism. It helps me make better videos. And if you guys did like it, tell me how much you liked it, what you liked about the video. And thank you guys so much again. You have a good day. Bye. See you in the next one.